Ballet West production of The Sleeping Beauty is getting a grand makeover this year, and artistic director Adam is here to tell us all about this stunning new set. Adam, great to see you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thank you so much for having me.
Of course, this is so exciting. Okay, tell us about the new set for The Sleeping Beauty. What's new?
Yeah, well, so what's really exciting about this ballet has been a part of Ballet West's history since the mid-1980s, and we've had the exact same set, even if we've done slightly different versions.
Okay.
So for the first time since the mid-1980s, we're doing all great new sets, particularly for the opening. The palace where Aurora is born is sort of modeled after Versailles, and then where she gets married to the prince at the very end is designed to look like it's 100 years later, because obviously she was asleep for 100 years.
Right.
So it's really, really cool little details like that. It's very bright, it's very colorful to match all of the wonderful costumes that represent all sorts of different fairy tale characters that are all part of this story.
Oh, how magical. Now tell us about this specific version of the classic tale.
So this classic version I call my production. It is because it has been conceived and produced by me based on the classics that started in the late 1800s. And I've just brought in a lot of different fantasy elements to it. So we have people flying through the air, and a boat that travels across a misty stage, and fairies with wings, and evil creatures, and all of these things, just to make it as fanciful for kids and for adults alike.
Sure. Well, this sounds magical. It's an experience, right?
Definitely.
Was this ballet popular before the Disney movie?
It definitely was. It definitely was. As I said, it had its premiere in the late 1800s and became one of the most popular and greatest ballets of all time. In fact, I really think that after the Nutcracker, this is probably one of the most renowned ballets that we have in the world.
Wow, and the history of the ballet, how far back does it go?
Yeah, so it first came out in 1887.
Wow.
And it's written by Tchaikovsky, same person who wrote The Nutcracker and Swan Lake.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful, beautiful music. In fact, you mentioned the Disney movie. The music in the Disney movie is all based on the original Tchaikovsky music. So the music that you'll hear in our ballet version is very similar to what was in the Disney movie.
Okay, good to know. And Adam, is this show family friendly? Should we bring the whole family?
Absolutely. This is great for families, for kids of all ages, because it's just so engaging visually. But it's also really beautiful, and I think it could make a really good date night because we're performing it over Valentine's Day as well.
That would be so fun on Valentine's Day. Take your date. Okay, where can we get tickets, and when does the show start?
So the show starts on February 10th, and we run 10 performances all the way through February 18th. Tickets are really inexpensive. You can get tickets starting at $29 each, which is really very reasonable. And you can get tickets at balletwest.org.
Perfect. What a deal. Adam, thank you so much for joining us, and we're excited to see The Sleeping Beauty. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, and look at me. What's your name first?
Adam Skloot.
Can you spell that?
Sklute.
Adam's College.
ADAM.
Okay. All right, so tell us today, Nutcrackers, kind of, tell us about the governor and the proclamation we're about to hear about.
Well, we're very excited that this proclamation is happening honoring Ballet West's Nutcracker. You know, we have the first full production of the Nutcracker in America, and to date, perhaps the longest running in the world. So this is a great honor, and it's also something that's very special to Utah as a whole. So we're really, really honored to have this proclamation by the governor's office declaring this a special event for Ballet West and for Utah.